Today is blessed. Woo! I'm super excited to be here this morning, and I want to appreciate every one of you who took out time to be here. I can see Olisa saying today is blessed. Daddy Yusuf Malik today is blessed. Our daddy Professor Julius Guani say today my mouth is full of blessings. Blessing today my month. Okay, today my month of blessings. Today my month of blessings. Julius Jaffet said today is blessed. Today is blessed. Sani Jafar, Momi Akubo today is blessed. Gift Gaza today is blessed. Our daddy Professor Mipo today is blessed. And Comfort today is blessed. Please keep it coming, and show your team members is here. After this 4-minute montage, we're coming back fully. I hope you're excited about today, because today it's gonna be the beginning of massive blessings, massive blessings. So stay tuned and let's go through this montage. It's a testimony of one of the top highest earner in the company. And I got this video. I said, wow, this video is worth sharing with my team. And I believe that as you watch this video, you will be inspired. You will be inspired. So stay with me and go through this video. Yes, keep it coming. Precious said today is blessed. Mohammed Umaru, today is blessed. Grace Gods, she said today is blessed. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Call your team members if you're in Kano, if you're in Bauchi, if you're in Taraba, wherever you are, if you're in Jos, wherever you are, if you're in Ghana, you're in Cameroon, call your team members, tell them, hey, we've started. Where are you? Come here, come here. If you're in Bonyi, wherever you are, call your team members right away. Okay.
There are no limits to what you can achieve, apart from the limits in your own what? Mind. You know what? When I began the business 5 years ago, I told you my story. 1 month and a half, no one joined me. In my first 5 months, I only made less than $100 because I made 50,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. That's very little money for 5 months. But one day, a lady called Hajara brought my Upline's bank statement. She had made 20 million in 1 month. That was my awakening. And they said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one what? Step. For me, that was when my step began. They said that you cannot change your past. Neither can you change your future immediately. But you can change the direction under which you are doing what? You are moving. So before Hajara showed me that statement, I was moving, I think, in this direction. The moment she showed me that statement, I started moving in this direction. You know what's up? That is when I said I'm going to have the biggest team in Africa. I didn't care about my uplines who are earning more money than me. I didn't care about the people who had joined before me. It doesn't mean I don't love them, but I said, this is my thing. Are we together? I realized this is the thing that's going to make me rich. This is my race to run. This is something which I must be able to do myself. And I started waking up early. I started reading books. I would spend, Marjorie will tell you, one day you meet her, she will tell you how I was as a new distributor during that time. I would come into the center and I would get my chair, sit in the corner, and I'm making phone calls. Are we together? Phone calls after phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call, jotting down. As I'm moving back home, sometimes I would walk. I would be having earphones, listening to motivational videos and audios. When I reach home, I would switch off the data and I go to Facebook and I send out messages to as many people as I can. I wanted to work so hard until I feel I'm hurting, until I feel I deserve success. Can you say I deserve success?
I deserve success.
So many times we're just doing the very minimum. Many times you see we are business people, and I know that some of us are part-time, you're employed somewhere, but at Alliance you're a business what? Person. Are we together? You forget that you're a business person. More like you need a supervisor. More like you need someone to give you permission. More like you need someone. It cannot work like that. The moment you don't feel you are self-employed and you are your own business, you are your own boss, you run your race, you run your timetables, you do as much as you can without fear or favor. Don't look at my upline looking at me, they may appreciate me or they may not appreciate me, they may do at nothing. I get what I'm telling you. I stopped caring about anyone and I started running my business, doing my business. Within, let me tell you, within, that was May 2015 when I started that. June 2016, 1 year and 1 month, I made 102 million. Everyone else, I was looking at them in my side mirror like this. Are you get what I'm telling you? That point of realizing that, you know what's up, this thing has a lot of money, it's me to scoop out all the what? All the money. I became so crazy. Then I can also tell you that story. Suddenly, I don't know, guys, people realize that Moses become rich. Like the money I was earning was too much in a short time possible. But it's that time when I chose down to concentrate my effort and I do everything I can. Let me tell you something. There are no limits to what you can achieve.
Wow. There is no limit to what you and I can achieve in this business. If you're getting inspired this morning, I want you to go to the chat box and say, this is my month of blessings. This is my month of blessings. Now, I'm just preparing us for our training, which is coming up. I want you to know that something big is on the way. In fact, I don't know whether between huge and big, I don't know which one is the biggest. If I say huge and big, which one do you think is the biggest? I want you to know something big is coming our way, something big. And I want you to stay till the end of this meeting because we had a serious meeting yesterday with our mastermind, with our G leader. And I tell you, something already is cooking. As of today, it is already 95%. I'll be posting it right now on the group chat. As of today, it is 95%. By tomorrow, it will be fully 100%. So I will give you tips on what will be happening against tomorrow. So ensure you are here in this meeting till the end. Indeed, for sure, April is a month you will never forget in a hurry. In fact, the kind of thing that will happen in this month in your business, some of you, this is the prayer you've been praying to God, and God is answering it this month. It will answer. God is answering it this month for you already in your business. So I want you to stay tuned. Something is cooking. In fact, let me just go straight to the point because I have a lot in store. Let me just continue with our training from where we stopped. And then after the training, I will just continue. I will just continue with a little tip against what is about to come. Indeed, this is your month of what? Of blessings. Ladies and gentlemen, I will just give us 1 more minute and ensure your team members are around. After this song, we are coming back and we are starting the training, the law of connection. So ensure you stay tuned.
Celebration, no, celebration, what we gon' do for our life? We go day all I do, Malo, Malola, Marale, Majaye, Maramoto, Amaro, we go see Malola, Marale, Majaye, Maramoto, Amaro, we go see we go play, we get patience. Clean out, I don't like pretense. I want the blessings within my location, oh. Bad mind in my circumference. They go do, they go yarn nonsense. I know send that they for high vibration, oh. Malola, Marale, Majaye, Maramoto, Amaro, okay, Moshilo, Malola, Marale, Majaye, Maramoto, Amaro.
Started Let me just check. Awal said this is the month of blessings. Yes, Awal, you are right. You're right. This is the month of blessing. Ladies and gentlemen, we stopped at the 10th law, which is the law of connection. Write it down. The law of connection. What does the law of connection say? The law of connection says that. Now, I want you to stay with me. I want you to stay with me, and I want you to follow me. I want you to stay with me, and I want you to follow me. I want you to follow me carefully. Stay with me. Follow me carefully. Now, this is what the law of connection says. It says the law of connection is to bring or to join one thing to another. Now, the second one, according to John Maxwell, is that leaders touch the heart before they ask for a hand. Leaders touch the heart before they ask for a hand. Now, this is the law of connection. Learn to connect to people with truth. As a good leader, you must learn to connect with your people in truth, with truth. You try to be very sincere, very real. There is no point hiding anything from your followers or from your super leaders. I believe that every leader is a good follower. I believe that every leader is someone who wants to raise more leaders, not only followers. Every super leader raises super leaders. And those super leaders raise super amazing leaders. And so you must learn to connect with people with truth. Now, learn names. Call your teammates, call them with names. And time to time, listen to them. It makes them feel good. And that's why you see, sometimes I take my time and I call you by your name. I try to address you. Sometimes I remember some time ago, I was addressing some of my super champion leaders by their name, and they were shocked. I said, hey, Grace God. He said, and you know my name? I said, yes, of course, I know your name. So try and call them by their names. Okay, try and motivate them. In fact, I tell someone, I said, no organization grows when there is tension. No organization grows under fear. Every organization grows when the leader understands the power of what? Of motivation. Now, law of connection. Take note. You don't build business, you build people. And then people build your business. You don't build what? You don't build business, you build what? You build people. You build people. This is according to Richard Branson. Is that you don't build business, you build people. And then people build your what? Build your business. Very, very important. Now, there are 8 ways to connect to people. 8 ways to connect to people. Number 1, you connect yourself first. You must learn to connect yourself first. You connect yourself to them. You must make them feel good around you. You must make them feel comfortable around you. Okay. And then number 2, you connect with openness and security. You must learn to share. You must be open. You must learn to share. Sometimes I share my plans with my team. Sometimes I share my personal life plans with them. Okay, in terms of relationship, in terms of family, in terms of, I try to share. I say, wow, right now, I have a girlfriend and this is what is happening. This is what is happening. It's super amazing. What am I doing? I'm opening up to them. I'm trying to make them know that I'm secure with them. I'm trying to make them know that they are a family. And by so doing, you see that they tend to connect with me also, and they share their own personal life with me. Okay, now know your audience. You must learn to understand your audience. Okay, I'm not saying because you should be open, you just be doing pra. No, you must do that with wisdom as a good leader. Okay, it's not everything you say, but there are necessary things that are needed to be said. Number 4, you must give them the message. You must pass the message. So whenever you're sharing a story, whenever you're trying to connect with them, whenever you're trying to share an experience, you must pass the message. You must go where they are. Go to where they are. You must learn to visit them. And that's why you say, as leaders, sometimes we visit offices, we do mega events. What are we doing? We're trying to connect with you. We're trying to connect with you. The law of connection is very important. Without connection, there is bound to be disconnection. The opposite of connection is disconnection. Once you are disconnected from your leader, or from your team, there is no growth, there is no progress. So you must focus on them, not on yourself. Learn to focus on their challenges. Focus on them. Your focus is on them. Hey, Binta, what's up? How you doing? Have you eaten today? What's happening to your business? What's happening? Now, don't just be talking, hey, I've done this. No, don't just be a one-man army. You must focus on them. Believe in them. You must learn to believe, hey, guess what? I know right now you're not going through, the best of times, but I want you to know I believe in you, and I want you to know you are unstoppable. I want you to know that nothing can stop you, nothing can resist you. I want you to know that nothing can limit you. Guess what? I believe in your intuition. I believe in your mind. I believe in your ability. You must learn to believe in them. Don't just believe in them. Say it. Say it to them. Give them responsibilities. Make them know that even without them, without you being there, you are rest assured that they will carry out the assignment well. Ladies and gentlemen, give them hope. I love what Ambassador Vincent said. He said, an army, he said there was a king and there was a siege against the kingdom. And guess what? The siege that was coming, the army that was to attack that kingdom was 10 times greater than this other army. But guess what the king did? The king did not tell them to run for their life. What the king did was that he gathered those few army and he began to give them hope. He began to give them hope. He began to give them, we told them, see, guess what? We might not be plenty now, but I want you to know that we can defeat these people. I want you to do it for your children, do it for your family. I want you to know that we'll be the last people in the history of time that will say we defended this country, and guess what? We stood our ground and we triumphed. Let's make this man. He gave them hope. At the end of the day, what happened? These people defeated this army that were 10 times greater than them. So I want you to know in this business, your responsibility as leaders, everybody here is a leader. Your responsibility as a leader is to look up to your team. Tell them, I believe you're not making much money now. I believe you're not yet a millionaire, but I want you to know that a time will come, you will have your office. A time will come, we'll go on vacation. I want you to know that it's just a matter of time. Keep working with me. Keep doing the business. Stay consistent. I know it's not easy, but stay consistent. I know you are tough. I know you are dogged. Stay dedicated. I know you can do this. It's in you. It's built in you. And so sometimes when I go out with my team, this is what I inculcate into them. I give them hope. And guess what? Hope. There is nothing greater than hope. They abide these three: hope, faith, and love. There's nothing greater than this. There's nothing greater than these three: faith, hope, and love. There's nothing greater than these three. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next quickly. There's no much time. The 11th law is the law of inner circle. The law of inner circle. Somebody go to the chat box and type the law of inner circle. The law of inner circle. Now, I want to address this quickly. The law of inner circle says this. The law of inner circle says that those closest to us will determine our potential as leaders. Yes or yes? Who you move with determine your potential. Take note. Who you move with. No bird soar alone. No bird soar alone. Birds flocks together. Now leverage through the highest performance in your circle. Leverage through the highest performance in your circle. Note this. Not everybody has the same ability in this business. Not everybody has the same capacity in this business. But I want you to choose your circle. Go to the chat box and say, choose your circle. Choose your circle. Choose your circle. Now, quickly, I want you to understand law of inner circle. Beautiful. Go to the chat box, say, choose your circle. Select your circle. Leaders dream with you, fight with you, and grow with you. Anybody you have in your circle that is not willing to dream with you, is not willing to fight with you, and is not willing to grow with you, it's not worthy to be part of your circle. Choose your circle. Select your circle. Who do you hang out with? Who do you gist with? Who do you flow with? Who do you listen to? Who do you eat with? Who do you operate with? Very important. This is called the law of inner circle. You must select your inner circle. You see, sometimes we permit some kind of people come into our circle and they come and mess things up. See, you must be the influencer. You must be the person who opens the door. Anybody that comes in, you must make sure he walks on your turn. Imagine I come to your house, and when I come to your house, I now begin to change the position of your TV, and I begin to change the position of your fridge, and I begin to say, why did you marry this woman? This wife is not a good wife. Please change her and marry another wife. Will you like that? That's because I came into your house. When I come into your house, because I must operate by the law of your house. I remember many years ago, I went living with my uncle, and when I got to the house, my uncle told me, hey, Paul, number one, we wake up every morning by 5 o'clock. We pray every morning 5 o'clock. It doesn't matter what time you wake. And then as long as you be living in this house, you must not come to this house anything later than 7. I don't care whatever you're doing in this city. If you're living with me, by 7 o'clock you're at home, and 5 o'clock we're up for prayer. Law number 1, is that clear? I say, yes, uncle. He said the second law, as soon as we finish prayer, everybody go on morning duty. You must wash my car. If you're not washing the car, you must clean the house. If you're not cleaning the house, you must wash the dishes. You must do one of these 3. Is that okay? If you must be living with me, is that okay? Law of inner circle, he set rules for me to follow. So I advise you as leaders, you must choose your circle. And when choosing your circle, they have to operate based on your laws, based on your rules, based on your guidelines. Now, I came into this business. The law of inner circle says that C21 FG have a law. They have a system. I must follow. I am my team. So every morning we do cell meeting, and every morning we're here doing cell meeting. Is a law, is a rule. So we operate by the law of the inner circle. In your offices, leaders, operate the law of inner circle. Don't allow anybody come and mess things around. When it's time for cell meeting, some people will say, time for cell meeting is not this time. Okay, 8 o'clock is too early. Let us shift it to 10. They came in and they met it. Let them operate by it. They should not come and change what has been there. Are you getting me? Now, we start presentation by doing introduction, then the presenter comes, then we finish. We have an operative way of doing presentation. The law of inner circle says anybody coming into the circle must perform the way we perform. Are you getting me? So some of them come and they begin to change and they say, this presentation is too long. Let us make it 20-minute presentation. What? You came into the circle, you must operate the way we operate. That's the law of inner circle. Are you getting me? So leaders, take note. You must make sure that you are the influencer in the game. You must make sure as a leader, guess what? The leader's potential is determined by those closest to him. So you must make sure that those closer to you are those that are willing to operate the way you operate. Now include this in your circle. Increase influence with others. Increase influence with others. Strengthen where you are weak. Strengthen where you are weak as a leader, and then get strategic people in the society in your circle. Get strategic, influential, get people that are very, very effective. That's why you see my team, I have professors, I have doctors, I have pastors, I have politicians, and we all operate well with them. So get people who are of the highest performance in your team. Okay? Now, the 12th law is called the law of empowerment. The law of empowerment, if you're with me, go and type the 12th law of empowerment. It states, the law of empowerment states, only secure leaders give power to others. I love this. Only secure leaders give power to what? To others. I want you to understand that not everybody is comfortable giving power to another person. Some people in their offices, they are the only super champions. You are wrong. So many times I travel, so many times I'm not in the office, but I sleep well, I go well. Why? Because I learn to give power to other leaders. I give them opportunity to shine. I give them opportunity to do well. I give them opportunity to rise. Okay? You have to empower others to enjoy success. You can never enjoy success if you don't empower others. Yes, the law of empowerment. Yeah, Eco Daniel, the law of what? Of empowerment. That is it. You must learn to empower others. You must learn to ensure that people are what? Are growing under your leadership. Surround yourself with high performance beyond your reach so you can attain success. The law of what? Of empowerment. Only secure leaders give power to. Please screenshot this and post it on the group. Screenshot this, post it on the group. Screenshot this, post it on your WhatsApp. Screenshot it. Only secure leaders give power to others. I love this. I love this. I love this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, watch this. Why leaders? Why is it that leaders don't empower? Why? Why do you think leaders don't empower others? Why do you and I think leaders don't empower others? Number one, the reason why leaders don't empower others is that leaders fear to lose everything. They think when they empower others, they lose everything. They think they lose their position. That is wrong. Now, the reason why leaders don't empower others is that they fear because of resistance of change. They fear that these people might not want to, do as they say. It is not true. It is not true. One of the reasons why leaders don't empower others, take note. Now, when you empower your team members, they take the stress off you. That's it. So when you don't empower them, the stress remain with you. But when you empower them, take note, they take the stress off you. Why is that? Why do you think leaders are dying today? Why do you think leaders are not fulfilling the reason why they came on board as leaders? It's because they want to carry everything alone. You cannot do it alone as a leader. You need to empower other leaders who empower other amazing leaders. And then we all become leaders of transformation. And then the world can be a better place. Now, the 13th law, I'm rushing this, is called the law of big picture. The law of big picture. The law of big picture. I love this so much. The law of big picture states this. The law of big picture says that people don't do what they hear. They do more what they see. People understand more what they see than what they hear. You see the law of big picture, the law of big picture. Show me what you do and don't tell me what you do. Show me what you do and don't tell me what you do. The law of big picture. Leaders are paid to be big dreamers. Leaders are paid to be big dreamers. Followers always are watching what you do. Followers are always watching what you do. Don't be a doer and teach them what you have been trained, what you have trained yourself to do always. Be a doer, be a doer. Always be a doer. As a leader, you must make sure you are always a doer. You are always of high performance. You are always there showing people. You are always there in the picture. Now, the 14th law says the law of buy-in. I have to rush because I have to finish this today. The law of the buy-in. What's the law of the buy-in saying? The law of the buy-in says, according to Norman Swagbo, according to Norman, as he says, the law of buy-in says that leadership is a potent combination of what? Strategy and character. It's a potent combination of strategy and character. The law of buy-in, the law of buy-in, the law of buy-in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 14th law we're addressing. It's a note. The leader finds dream first, then the people. Why finds the word? The leaders first find dream. That is it. Leaders dream first before the people, but people find leaders first before the dream. That is it. Leaders dream first before the people, but people find leaders before the dream. That is it. The law of buy-in. Now, learn to sell the dream first as a good leader. Your target is to sell the vision. Your target is to sell purpose. Your target is to align people, bring people to alignment to the vision. As a good leader, by the time you are done with the presentation, by the time you are done with the training, people should be able to be aligned to the vision. Your ability, it takes energy, it takes focus, it takes concentration to align your team. Align, buy them in to the vision. So you must be a good dreamer before you get people, before you get leaders. Now, people buy into leaders, then the vision. People buy into leaders, then the vision. I've never seen a leader who raises people who are there into the what? Who are there into the vision before they get into them. People, first of all, get into the leader before they get into the vision. So as a leader, you don't get credit for being right. Are you getting me? So your success is measured by your ability to take people where they need to go. Then, in fact, that's the reality of the law of what? Of buy-in. You must be able to put rope on their neck and say, follow who know road. You need to follow me. If you can follow me for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, in the next 10 years, I'm sure that everybody in my circle will be a multi-millionaire. In the next 10 years, in the next 5 years, I believe everybody in my circle will be financially free. Listen to me. If you can stay with me, if you can follow me on this course, in the next 5 years, I can guarantee you your life, your financial life will never, ever remain the way it is. That is the law of buy-in. And I'm here to tell my team in this business, by the mercy of God, April, May, June, a lot of you will be going on vacation together with me. By the mercy of God, April, May, June, we are going on a strategic move. I'm here to tell you as my team that April, May, June, we are launching something amazing. We have 2 trips, Morocco, Jordan. We are yet to conclude, but I want you to know that we are going on this trip with some of you here. And if you are that person, I want you to go to the chat box and say, I am that person. I am going on vacation together with you, my leaders. This is the law of the buy-in. People buy into leaders, then the vision. Our vision as the 381 family is to visit 50 countries. Is to visit 50 countries. And guess what? Some of you here, from this month, you will start visiting with us. From the 3rd month, April, May, June, we are launching something amazing. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be, in fact, it's going to be spontaneous. I myself will be there. You also will be there. I can see Comfort say I'm that person. Professor Momeanato, I'm that person. Amina, I'm that person. Israel, I'm that person. Godwin, I'm that person. Yes, as you type it, so shall you see it. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, the 5th law, without wasting much time. The fifth law says something. Now, I wanted us just to take a short break and listen to this music. Now, the 5th law says something, and I love this law. It says the law of victory. The 5th law says the law of victory. I want every one of you, go to the chat box and type victory, 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 victory. Go to the chat box and type victory. Leaders find a way for the team to win. Go to the chat box, type victory, victory.
What it takes to
This is
fool
the law
this
of
town.
victory, the law
I'll
of
do
victory,
it
the law
till
of
the
victory.
sun goes down.
Now, quickly, there's the law of victory. The law of victory says something. The law of victory says that every leader finds a way for the team to win. Number 2, never give up. Never give up. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. And never give up. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. And victory at all costs. Victory at all costs. Victory in spite of all terror. Victory, however long and hard the road may be. For without victory, there is no survivor. This is by Churchill Winston. It said, never give up. A very powerful quote. Never give up. In fact, I think this was when they had economic downside. I think that was during the war. You see, there was a lot of things happening, and he came and gave this message. He said, never give up. He said, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Listening in your business right now, you might feel stuck. You might feel you are on one spot. But I want you to know we are pushing through this. We are breaking through this. Victory at all costs. Victory in spite of all terror. Victory, however, how long and how hard the road may be. For without victory, there is no survivor. I want you to know that in this business, every one of you will be victorious. In this business, every one of us, by the mercy of God, we will all enter financial freedom. We all enter financial stability. Yes, that is the vision. That is the target. Victory. I will never give up. I like that, Prof. He said, I must realize my dream by God's grace. That is the mindset. That is it. Victory at all costs. I am super excited because a lot of you have been consistent for the past 6 months. Kudos to you. A lot of you have been consistent for the past 1 year. Kudos to you. A lot of you have been consistent for the past 2 years. Kudos to you. A lot of you have been with me on this journey for the past 3 years. People like Comfort Easy, I am super proud of you. And you can see how your business is going, right? It looks as if it's not happening. Let me tell you, we are all breaking forth. Some of you have been in this business with me for the past 2 years plus. I am super proud of all of you. I am super proud. Jafar is here. Ibrahim is still here. Gaza is still here. I am super proud of you. Harry is still here. I am super proud of you. Kabir is still here. I am super proud of you. All my super leaders, I am super proud of you. Mommy Helen, Hajia Hadiza. Although Hajia Hadiza is doing like this. Hajia Hadiza is just catwalking and enjoying herself. I am super proud of you, Hajia. All my amazing leaders, Hajia Buhari, I'm super proud of you. All of you, I don't know if Alhaji Ali is here. I don't know if Chubuzo is here. All those my amazing leaders. If I've not mentioned you, that does not mean you are not important to me. I super appreciate all of you. I want you to stay on course. I want you to understand this law called the law of victory. I want you to understand this law properly. Now, 3 factors to note about the law of victory. Number 1 factor, it says with unity. Now, watch this. Unity. Now, diversity of skills. And number 3, you must learn to understand dedicated to victory. Now, number 1, for you to be able to emerge as a victor, we must have unity of mind, unity of spirit, unity of focus, unity of attention, unity of, you must be able to come together. We must be one. Guess what? Once the master is struck, the ship scatter. So you must understand, in your offices as a leader, for you to be able to take your team to victory, you must bond with them. You guys must have unity. Go to the group chat and say, I want to be a leader that brings my team to unity. I must be a leader that inculcates unity in my team. Unity. Number 2, diversity of skills in your team. There are people that have skills, different skills. Some of them are good in close down. Some of them are good in presentation. Some of them are good in training. You must identify these skills. Some of them are good motivator. Identify these skills and delegate. 3 factors to note if you must emerge as a victor in this business. You must identify these skills, and then you must learn to delegate. You must learn to promote. You must learn to push them. Guess what? Like tomorrow, right now, we are having a mastermind training. The mastermind will be unveiling. He will be releasing. In fact, the leader started it yesterday, how to hit 20 in 30 days. Tomorrow we'll be doing an amazing training again tomorrow by the mastermind. He'll be unveiling to us something amazing, something massive. He'll be telling us how we can qualify for this vacation. Please, leaders, I want you to ensure that your team members, all your team members are part of that training, because after this training, I'll be releasing some things, and I want you to know that everybody is in this together. Then the third one, dedicated to victory. As a leader, you must make sure you are able to push your team, you are able to motivate your team, you are able to encourage your team to dedication of what? Of victory, so that all of them can be on board. You must be able to motivate them. They should see something. They must encounter something. It's either you see or you encounter. Is it that you see or you encounter? They should see something that will keep them in the business. They should see something that they will say, indeed, tomorrow I will emerge a victor. That is how it works. Leaders who practice the law of victory believe that anything less than success is unacceptable, and they cannot have plan B. By John C. Maxwell. In my team, we don't have plan B. It's either we win or we win. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the chat box and write, it's either I win or I win. I need to be a leader. Dr. Hamisu. Yes, you are a leader already, Dr. Hamisu. I'm proud of you. Amina Auta say unity. Go to the chat box and say, it's either we win or we win. Go to the chat box, right? It's either we win or we win. This is our season of victory, our month of blessings, our season of victory. In this business, we are emerging victor. Let me tell you, yesterday we were sharing a questionnaire with some of my team members. It was fun. I wish I could unmute some of them for them to tell you how it was. It was fun. It was fun. You know, I'm and my team, we went sharing questionnaire. In fact, I went with the first batch. I dropped her. I went also. I was sharing my, when I was done, I came picked her. It was super amazing. She was super excited. The energy was there. She did not even feel tired. I said, wow. Why? Because we went there with a mindset of victory. And then I took the second batch into the night, I think till about 7 p.m. We went to a strategic post and we're sharing questionnaire. Some of them are still chatting me, you know, for to those I shared the questionnaire to. It was super amazing. So as a leader who practice the law of victory, believes that anything less than success is unacceptable. In our team, it's either we win or we win. Yes, Daddy Prof said we win or we win. Mommy Anatu said it's either we win or we win. Haji Adiza, it's either we win or we win. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Abalaka, it's either we win or we win. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, without wasting much time, as I'm wrapping up, the 16th law says, but it is one of the kill. The 16th law says the law of the big move. The law of the big move. I want to play in a video to explain this very well. Now, build momentum, vision, enthusiasm, and action. Now, I wanted to explain this via a video. I want you to know that what is going on right now in this cell meeting is that you are feeling energy in your bones. You are feeling energy in your spirit. And that is the same energy that is going into your office, going into your team, going into your business. This same energy is called momentum, the big move. Every good leader must be able to learn the law of the big move. Now, motivation is external because once you are externally motivated, nothing becomes impossible anymore. Once you are externally motivated, nothing becomes impossible anymore. You begin to see victory. You begin to see the cars. You begin to see the houses. You begin to see leaders. You begin to see estates. You begin to see offices. You begin to see yourself helping people get out of struggle, get out of challenges. You begin to give people hope. You begin to see that people are breaking out of freedom from their mind. The law of the big move. The law of big move says this. It says that the law of the big move explains that when there is no momentum, even the smallest task looks insurmountable, and small problems look like big obstacles. Where there is no momentum, small problem look like a big mountain that you cannot cross. The big move means momentum. Go to the tribals and say, I'm a leader of momentum. I'm a leader full of momentum. I dispense momentum. People tell me, my leader, each time we come around you, we just keep seeing positive energy. Something oozes out of you. Something, one kind of energy oozes out of you. Yes, that's because I have accepted that inside of me, I carry the big move. I know there is no impossibility. The big move. Because your team can be in momentum. Before your team can be in momentum, you must be in momentum first. That's why I'm always in momentum. The law of big move. I'm a leader of big move. Abubakar Mohammed, I'm a leader full of big momentum. Come for this. I'm a leader with momentum. That is it. I refuse to be depressed as a leader. Imagine me as a leader now, and I come here for this meeting. And as I came here for this meeting, you people are here, and I'm saying, "Talk." And I put my hand like this, and I said, the next law is the law of the big move. As a leader, be a leader of momentum in this business. How will the meeting look like? Everybody will be like, "Thor, what is happening today?" Isn't it? So you must always be full of energy. Are you getting me as leaders? I want you to always be at your best. Your team must always see you at your best. Your team must always see you at your best, at your peak, at your best. You are excited, you are smiling, you are laughing, you are, oh, someone says, I want to be a leader of ginger. Of course. You need to be a leader in this business. He said, no ginger at all. That is true. When you always appear weak, that this by Chibuzo, Simchi, when you always appear weak before your team, there is no momentum. Nothing is achieved. Nothing is achieved. So you must learn to be at full mode. Now, not the following. Momentum now watch this. Momentum as a leader is a big friend of yours. Momentum as a leader. Now, momentum is a leader's best friend. Now, listen. If you're a leader here, momentum is your ally. Momentum is your friend. You must embrace momentum. You must not be weak. You must not be found wanting at any point. When your team is down, that is when you are up. When your team is low, that is when you are high. When your team is weak, that is when you are strong. So momentum, and I pray for every leader in my team, receive the spirit of momentum. You people will never go down. You will keep going higher. You will keep going higher. The vision is always fresh. Even when they say there is a casting down, you will say there is a lifting up. In your family, in your business, in your relationship, you will not go down. You will always experience momentum. Let me tell you, times are tough. Yes, times are tough. Inflation is rising every day. People are really suffering. But let me tell you, you are a leader the world is waiting for. So when you go out there showing people this business, when they are saying Bakudi, the momentum you will come with, the money will come out. They will see hope in the business, and they will see the need to do this business. They will see the need to stay in the business. Now, I want you to listen to what John Maxwell said. John Maxwell said something. I have always said that the greatest leadership challenge I have isn't leading others. It is leading me. And when I lead me right, then I've got the what? Then I've got the visual model for the what? For the people to follow. So as a leader, one best way you can lead yourself right is to ensure you have the big what? Is to ensure that you have the big move. Woo! Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next quickly without wasting much time. Now, the truth about momentum is this: it amplifies and exaggerates everything about you. Yes or yes? Yes. Number two, it makes you look bigger. Yes or yes? Yes. Number three, the truth about momentum, it's easier to soar than to start. It's easier to soar than to start. It's easier to soar than to start. And then number four, it stops bullshit. I think I like this. Momentum stops bullshit. That's the truth. Momentum stops anything that you don't want to see. That's the truth. And then the truth about momentum is the most powerful change agent in the business. That's the truth about momentum. Now, as we wrap up, the law of priority, the law of priority. The law of priority says this. Please screenshot this quickly. Screenshot this quickly. The law of priority. As a leader, you must learn to prioritize. Go to the group chat, write priority, priority, priority. The law of priority. The law of priority. The law of priority. The law of priority. That's it. The law of priority. That's it. The law of priority. Now, as a leader, the law of priority says this. I'm rushing this quickly. The law of priority says this: many people are busy, they can't achieve anything. Law of priority says focus on what is important. Focus on what is important than what is more what is better than what than being busy. Okay. Now, number two, when you don't prioritize what you do, you will spend time focusing on things that are less important. So focus on what is more important. Work with your 20%, giving you 80% results. Work with your 20%, giving you 80% results. Simple. Now, the law of priority says that you define what is important to you by what you dedicate your time to. You define what is important to you, by what you dedicate your time to. Simple as that. You define what is important to you. You define what is important to you by what? By what you dedicate your time to. So what do you dedicate your time to? That would tell me what is more important to you. In fact, I tell people, nobody is busy. It's a matter of priority. The 3 hours you must understand about priority. The 3 hours. Number 1 hour. Now, require that what is required. Eliminate what is not required. Okay, grab what is required and eliminate what is not required. Now, greater return. Get out of your comfort zone, but stay in your strength zone. That is the 2nd hour. The 3rd hour, stay with what brings greater reward. Okay, these are the 3 laws of R. The 3 laws of R. This we're talking about priority, the law of priority. Okay, number 1, you must eliminate what is not required. Number 2, you must get out of your comfort zone and stay in your what in your strength zone. Number 3, you must stay with what brings results. Okay, trade your personal interest with what gives you much result. Now, the 18th law says the law of sacrifice. I think I like this law. The law of sacrifice. Go to the group chat, screenshot it, post it on the group chat. The law of what? The law of sacrifice. The law of sacrifice. The law of sacrifice. Write it down. The law of sacrifice. The law of sacrifice. The law of sacrifice. Wow, there's so much energy in the room. So much energy in the room. I want to raise leaders of sacrifice. I want to raise leaders that can sacrifice. The law of sacrifice says this: leaders trade freedom for responsibility. Leaders trade freedom. According to John Maxwell, the law says that leadership must give up to go up. To go up. If you don't give up anything, be ready not to go up. Leaders must sacrifice.
Okay, let's hold on. Our leader is coming. It's like the network threw him out.
That is it. I refuse to be a self-centered leader. That is it. I want you to go to the chat box quickly and type, I refuse to be a self-centered leader. I refuse. I refuse to be a self-centered leader. Very, very important. The law of sacrifice. Not every leader will like to sacrifice. Not every leader loves to sacrifice. In fact, sacrificing is not easy. That's the truth. For a lot of us, even your office maintenance is a problem. To maintain your business is a problem. And you want to be a leader. Office maintenance, just to maintain the office is a problem. And you want to grow to the peak. It's not possible. It's not possible. I've never seen a leader who does not sacrifice. As a matter of fact, great leaders are sacrificial leaders. And that's what I like what this man said. Handy, guess what he said? He said the law of sacrifice is uniform throughout the world. To be effective, it demands the sacrifice of the bravest and the most what? And the most spotless. You must make up your mind. I want to be an effective leader. I want to sacrifice in my business. I want to sacrifice on my team. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. Sometimes it's not going to be sweet. Sometimes it's not going to be funny. Sometimes it's not as you plan. But guess what? You want the best for your team, because leaders sacrifice freedom over responsibility. You tell yourself, I'm a leader of responsibility. I take responsibility for my team. Sometimes it might be financial. Sacrifice it. Sometimes it might be time, sacrifice it. Sometimes it might be comfort, sacrifice it. Sacrifice it. Go to the chat box and say, I want to be a sacrificial leader. I want to be a sacrificial leader. And I appreciate all my leaders here that have been sacrificing in this business. I appreciate all of you. May God continue to bless you people. Some of you have sacrificed all. Some of you have sacrificed even your DTC. Yes, I refuse to be self-centered. I can see you. Israel Dauda, I can see you. Amadou Ahmed, Abubakar Mohammed. Yes, I refuse to be self-centered. I can see all of you. Yes, Anthony Godwin, I want to be a sacrificial leader. Guys, for you to rise to the peak, look at all our leaders. Look at the presidents. Look at what we sacrifice. Each time we do meeting, they donate cars, they donate houses. We give, we feed the project family. Look at the mastermind. Look at what he does. Sometimes he gives money. Sometimes he supports. Look at our G leader. Look at what they do. Look at our unstoppable leaders. Look at our emerging leaders. Sometimes they sacrifice. They get office for you. They work the office. You, what are you sacrificing? Guess what? If you don't sacrifice anything, you will lose everything. Listen to me. If you don't sacrifice anything, you will lose everything. I want to be a sacrificial leader. Usman Ishaku, that is the spirit. Williams, I refuse to be self-centered in my business. Sometimes they give you contact lists to book for your team. You are what? You are selfish. You, in fact, just contact. You will not book because it's not matching you. How about? Sometimes you see some of them, they come in and they really want to do the business. For you to mentor them is problem. You don't have time. Instead, you'll be pushing them. Go and meet Gaza in the office. Go and meet Gaza in the office. Some mommies here, you have a team. Instead of you to create time and work with them, create time, put them through. You will tell them, go and meet mommy, go and meet. In fact, he's in the office. Haba, you are not sacrificial. You are selfish. It's bad. From today, I want you to change. If you are here listening to me, make up your mind to change. And I want you to know that success is your birthright. Success is your what? You deserve it. Success is your duty. Success is your DNA. Success is enough. But you must make up your mind to be sacrificial. What we're doing here is not politics. What we're doing here is that we are building people. We are raising people. It might take us 2 years. It might take us 3 years. It might take us 4 years. It might take us 5 years. It might take us even 10 years. Look at Carlos Beneventura. 10 years of doing this. Is it worth it? It's worth it. It's worth it. So make up your mind. I want to be a sacrificial leader. Please tell me what I need to do. I will do it. That is a good leader. Please tell me, what do I need to contribute? How can I make the office better? Yes, success is a journey. That's it. Not a destination. That's it. Abubakar, he said, we create time for our team. That is it. I love that. Create time for your team. Tell yourself, I want to be a leader that will always be there for my team. I want to be a leader that will always show up for my team. That will always be there for my team. What kind of a leader are you? That's a question. From today, I make up my mind to be sacrificial. Now, the 19th law, we have 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Are you excited? We are wrapping up. The law of timing. The law of timing. I did not say the law of keeping to time. I said the law of timing. I know some people say, hey, it's 9 o'clock. Let us close. The law of timing. I didn't say the law of keeping to time. The law of timing. As a good leader, the law of timing says that, okay, it's you must now it's understanding when to lead. Okay, it's understanding when to lead. It's more important as what to do, where to go. Understanding when to lead. Very important. Good leaders, now good leadership timing is required. You must understand timing. Understanding is important. Guess what? Maturity is important. Guess what? Confidence is important. People sense when you are not confident as a leader. People sense it. Now, these are the 3 important things to note in the law of timing. 3 important things to note. 3 important things to note. Please go to the chat box and write the law of timing. The law of timing. A leader that should lead by example. That's the truth. Please go to the group chat and write the law of timing. The law of timing. I want to explain something here quickly as we end. Now, the importance of timing. Now, the wrong action at the wrong time leads to what? Leads to disaster. Yes or yes? Yes. Number 2, the right action at the wrong time. The right action at the wrong time brings resistance. Right or yes? Right. The right action, number 3, the right action at the right time brings on ultimate success. The right action at the right time brings ultimate success. I want leaders that will try right action at the right time. If you try wrong action at the right time, it leads to disaster. If you try right action at the wrong time, it brings resistance. I don't want my team to resist me. I want ultimate success. I want ultimate success. For my team, I want ultimate success. If you're here and you want ultimate success, I want you to make up your mind to understand the law of timing. Law of timing says there are things you are meant to do at the right time. Right now, we are pursuing a course. Right now, the whole team, the whole C21FG, 381 family, the super champions were doing 20 in 30 days. The 381 family were planning our next vacation. I want you to key into it. Every leader here, from challenge 36, primary challenge, the revolution family, secondary challenge, every leader key into it. Don't be doing something else compared to what we're doing. The only way you can grow is when you key into the vision of what leaders are doing. Key into the vision right now. What are we doing? We are planning for vacation. Every leader should be on board. We are doing 20 in 30 days challenge. That is our focus, nothing else. So if your mega event, your big announcement, your home launch, whatever thing you're doing should be targeted at this. The law of timing. The law of timing. And that is the focus. I don't want to be the weak link in my office, because when your leader is saying this, you are saying that, there is problem. Your leader is saying, come to cell meeting by 8. You are saying 8 o'clock is too early. You are telling your team, don't worry, we'll do our own separate own. What are you doing? You are a bad leader. You are a bad leader. What you are doing is that you are doing the right action at the wrong time. There will be resistance in your team. It's just a matter of time. So you must key in with what the leaders are doing, from the president to the unstoppable leader to the G leader. Key in and make sure you are in line with what we're doing. Right now, what we're doing is 20 in 30 days. How many of you have paid your 5,000 to be part of 20 in 30 days? How many of you? Guess what? What I want you to do is, after this meeting, I'll be guiding you. The law of timing. You must understand this so that you fall in. Good leaders are good timers. Good leadership timing is required. Good leaders are good timers. Number 1, you must have the ability to be decisive. You know, you must make up your mind to take decision. Positive decision. Your experience, very important. Your intuition, very important. And then your what? Your preparation, very important. You must work on all this. The 20th law, it says the law of explosive growth. The law of explosive growth. Please go to the chat box and write law of explosive growth. Law of explosive growth. Now, the law of explosive growth states this. The law of explosive growth states this. Quickly, it states that a strong leader recognizes developed leaders around him or her. He will create an exponential and larger groups. Number 2, note to add groups and followers. Guess what? But to add growth, raise leaders. Guess what? For you to add to group, just make up followers. But for you to add growth, you must raise leaders. Evaluate the law of solid ground and diminish the influence of a leader. Evaluate the law of solid ground and diminish the influence of what? Of a leader. We have come to the last law. We have come to the last law. And this is the sweetest law of all. This is the sweetest law of all. Please, I want you to screenshot this law, everybody. It's called the law of legacy. This is my best law. I have to break this law down. The law of legacy. The law of legacy. The law of legacy says, what do you want to be remembered for? The law of legacy says that. What do you want to be remembered for? Please ensure you don't leave this group until we end this meeting. In the next few minutes, we're done. The law of legacy. In your team, whenever you hear Paul Tnushi, what comes to your mind? Whenever you hear your leader's name, what comes to your mind? Some people, Comfort, Saliu, when you hear your leader's name, what comes to your mind? Some people, whenever they hear their leader, whenever they hear their name, what comes to their mind is thief. Whenever they hear their leader's name, what comes to their mind is wicked man. What comes to their mind is terrible things. But in my team, I've made up my mind that all our leaders will be excellent. Whenever we hear anybody's name in my team, wow, they'll say, wow, that man is selfless. Whenever you hear of Comfort Eze, say, wow, Comfort Eze, wow, she's competent, she's selfless. Adamu Hamad, you say, wow, Adamu Hamad is a good man. You hear of Aisha, Haji Aisha, you say, wow, she's a good lady, she's a good mother, she's very good in her business, she's supporting her team. Whenever you hear of Alhaji Ali, you say he's selfless. Alhaji Ali is carrying his team. Anthony Godwin, wow, he's a good guy, he's a good presenter. Awal Adamu, Henry, wow, Henry can sacrifice for his team. Bamidele, Bishop, wow, he's always there for his people. Saliu, Damaris, what comes to your mind when you hear of your leader? That's a question. What comes to your mind? Please go to the chat box and write the law of legacy. Screenshot this law. Post it on the group chat. Post it on social media. The law of legacy. And write, I want to be remembered for so, so, and so. What do you want to be remembered for? The law of legacy states this. It states that a leader's lasting value is measured by his successor. A leader's value, a leader's success is measured by who takes over him. Are you creating leaders or followers? What do you want to be remembered for? Who are you remembered for? What are you remembered for? The quality of your success is known by the number of leaders you have raised or by the number of leaders you have created. That is the law of legacy. The law of legacy. Guess what? Live, love, laugh, leave a legacy. I want you to screenshot this. Live, love, laugh, leave a legacy. Leave a legacy. In my team, I'm leaving a positive value. I'm leaving a legacy. I'm raising positive successors. I'm raising people of value. I'm raising positive leaders. I'm raising people that will create change. I'm passing the torch. No wonder late Miles Moron, he wrote a book. He said, passing it on, passing it on. Pass the torch, pass it on. What do you want to pass on as a leader? What do you want to pass on? The law of legacy. The law of legacy. The law of legacy. Wow. We have come to the end of this training. Not yet, not yet. The law of legacy. I want you to take note of this, how to leave a legacy. And we end. Let me show you how to leave a legacy. Number one, know the legacy. Know the legacy. In this business, the law is you must create a millionaire. In this business, the law is you must create other leaders. You must create a millionaire, you must create other leaders. You must create other people in your team that are financially free. That is the law. That is the law of this business. You must create people that are successful. You must create people that are positive mind, that are broken even. You must create people. So know the legacy. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Number two, you must leave the legacy. Leave the legacy. You must make sure you are living the legacy every day. You must make sure that you are working with your team every day. You must make sure that you are working with them. You are seeing them breaking through. You are seeing their changes. You are seeing how they started. You must leave the legacy. You must choose who carries the legacy. Choose your inner circle. Choose the core people. Choose 2, 3, 4 people you work with. Choose 2, 3, 4 people you want to make leaders. Choose 2, 3, 4 people you want to help them discover the leadership in them. You must choose who carries the legacy. And then you must pass the baton. My brother, It is not over until you pass the baton. You must pass the baton. Yes, I'm a millionaire in my team. Are my team members millionaires? Yes, I have an office. Do they have their offices? Yes, I've built my house. Have they built their house? Yes, I have a good car. Have they driven a good car? Yes, I'm going on vacation. Are they going on vacation? Leave a legacy. Go to the group chat and say, I want to leave a legacy. I want to take my team members on vacation. I want to help them create a good what? A good financial lifestyle for themselves. I want to help them launch their cars. I want to help them build their houses. Go to the group chat and write what legacy you want to leave behind. A leader's legacy value is measured by his succession. A good leader leaves something positive. A good leader carries somebody along. Carry somebody. You sometimes you have to pull the person. Sometimes you have to push the person. Please, when selecting, select people that are willing to go with you. Select people that are willing, are determined. They are ready to follow you. They are ready to run with you. Select these people. Not everybody is willing to run with you. Not everybody is willing to go with you. So select people that are willing to go with you. I want you to go to the group chat and write 2 legacies you want to leave behind. 2 legacies you want to leave behind. Go to the chat box and write 2 legacies you want to leave behind. 2, 2, 2, as we listen to this music. Quickly, 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 quickly. What do you want to leave behind as a leader? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind in this business? I want, according to Precious Godwin, is that I want to raise along my team members. I want to be a man that many will forever be grateful they met. And so shall it be, Precious Godwin. So shall it be. You want to be a lovable leader. You want to be someone that people will be grateful for. And so shall it be. I'm proud of you, Godwin. Please go to the group chat. Write 2 things you want to be remembered for. A kind of legacy you want to leave. Esther Kubo, I want to grow with my leaders. Oh, that's so loving. Mommy Esther say, I want to grow with my leaders. I want to grow with my leaders. That's so amazing. Okay. Comfort Saliu says, my name is to be their lips. She wants her name to be on their lips. I want to carry everyone along. Please write down 2 things you want to be remembered for. 2 things you want your team to know about you. 2 things you want to accomplish in your team. Wow, Sani Jafar, he said, I want to help my team member become greater leaders in this business and help them attain financial freedom. Sani Jafar, I'm super proud of you. I want you to know that I'm super pleased with you. Keep moving, keep going. It's in you. You are unstoppable. Usman Ishaku said, I want to grow with my leaders. That is so sweet. Chibuzo said, I want to build men of substance. Chibuzo. That's good. I want to grow with my leaders. That's good. Adamu Hamid, he said, I want to raise a formidable leader. I want to build millionaires. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. What kind of a leader do you want to be? What kind of a leader do you want to be? Type. Alaji Ali, type your own. I'm seeing you. You are not typing. Come on, go to the chat box and type what you want to be remembered for as a leader. Oh, this is a blessful month. I told you, this month is full of blessings, 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 blessings. Yes, number 2, I want my name to be written in their alma mater. Sinchi. Yes, Bishop said to raise millionaires, and number 2, to break new grounds and new territory. That's good, Bishop. That's good. That's precise. Yes, Professor Guani. Okay, Doro said, I want to grow with my leaders. I want to help them attain financial freedom. That's great. Our daddy, Professor Guani, said, I want to create financial free people. I want to create financial free people. That's true. Our daddy, Prof. And you are in it. Our mommy, Professor Hanato, said, I want to leave a legacy, unity, hard work in my team. Oh, I love you all. I love you all. I love you all, my team. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. I want you to go out there and dominate. I want you all to go out there and dominate. Time will fail me to read all this. Okay, time will fail me to read all this. Maybe I will just unmute Comfort so that Comfort will just read just few. Comfort will read few of these comments. Comfort, just unmute yourself and read some of these. Just unmute yourself, Comfort, and read some of these things. Just read 2 or 3 as we end. If you're there, Comfort,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm reading from Israel Daudu say, I want to be remembered, and because of you, I am successful and blessed. Now,
wow.
Then Techno Pop 4, I want to grow with my leaders. I want to help them attain success. Lima Haruna, what he said, eliminate financial hardship
keep it coming, keep writing.
Successful people. Now, Anthony Godwin, I want to leave a legacy, want to be remembered for helping others take charge of their lives and become financially free.
Okay.
2, I want to build lasting leaders that can stand the test of time and make them realize that their dreams are valid. Okay, are you there?
Wow, I'm there.
Julius
Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming.
Okay. Julius Daffet, I want to be remembered as 1, a competent leader, 2, a sacrificial leader, 3, a leader who creates joy on others' faces. I want to be, Adiza Abdullah said, I want to be selfless and create financial free people. Ajia. Then Alaji Yusuf Malu, I want to create financially free people. Dr. Hamisu, I want to be remembered. Then Yusuf Malu, I want to create financially free people. So we can keep it coming. That's all here.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my unstoppable. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this meeting. Oh, I see we should not go. I see we should not go. How many of you learned something today? If you learned something, your hands. If you learned something, wave your hands. Wave your hands. If you have learned something this morning. If you know you learned something this morning, wave your hands. Oh, yes. If you know you learned something this morning, wave your hand. Oh, yes, that is it. If you know you learned something this morning, if you know you have learned something, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands. If you know you have learned something this morning, if you know you have learned something this morning, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands. If you know you have learned something, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands.
You are my fantasy, my only desire. Could take it as I measure. You to my Cynthia, she make me fall in love, darling, darling. She touch me one more time, I might lose my mind. Baby, it's too much here. Can we go slowly? 'Cause I can't take it.
Quickly, without wasting too much time.
'Cause I can't take it. 'Cause I can't take it.
Tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is the big day. Quickly, what we'll be doing here tomorrow is this. The president himself, guess what? Our mastermind, the G leader, will be doing something massive. Tomorrow, Gobe, tomorrow, I don't want you to miss it for anything. Do not miss it for everything. It's going to be massive. In fact, I even wrote down the announcement. Now, number 1 is this. If you're here and you want to run the 20 in 30 days challenge, if you're here, you want to run the 20 days in 30 days, the 20 in 30 days challenge, that is connecting 20 people in 30 days, please connect to your leader immediately and pay your own quota. You have to pay your own quota so that you can be part of it. Now, what I'm doing is that there is a group we've created already. You cannot run this challenge if you are not in challenge 36. So number one criteria, in fact, our mastermind, we do it tomorrow. I am not here to talk about the vacation. I am not worthy to speak of it. I am not worthy to untie the shoe of the vacation trip. Our mastermind will be the one himself to do this tomorrow. Do not miss Millionaires School. I'll be in the office myself, and everybody will be connecting on Facebook. The link will be released today. Do not miss it for anything. Do not miss it for anything. It's going to be huge. And then secondly, you ensure you are in the challenge 36. You have to be a challenge 36 runner for the month of April. You have to be a challenge 36. So what you do is meet your emerging leader, meet your unstoppable leader. All our new latest emerging leaders, already some of you, we are here to add you. We are working on that. We are having the group. We'll be adding people to the new group. Meet your emerging leader, meet your unstoppable leader, meet your upline leader. Tell him, I want to run challenge 36 so that they can get you involved. And then I'll be creating a training. I'll be creating a platform for my presenters. Please, if you're a presenter, engage your unstoppable leader, your emerging leader. All emerging leader, let me have the list of your presenters in your office. All the people presenting in your offices, please let us have their list. All the people presenting in your offices, I would like to have their list because we would love to engage all of them. All your presenters in your offices, we will love to engage all of them personally. I would love to engage all of them personally. All your presenters. So ensure that we'll be having a group for them. The mastermind will be running a training with us, the G leader. They'll be teaching us a strategic closing, skill, a strategic closing skill, so that we can be able to create massive results. Massive results. So take note, everybody. And then number three announcement is that we'll be meeting with all the leaders. Please, this month is a month you will not forget in a hurry. I want you to know that this same energy you have released, you have received, it will just be reflecting in your business. As you are living here now, you just be discharging the energy. There will be energy everywhere. So I want you to know that before you know, this is the kind of result you'll be emancipating. In fact, tomorrow there will be massive result, massive energy. So make sure your team do not miss it. Even somebody that paid today, make sure he attends that meeting. Is anybody paying today? Tell him, guess what? Do you know that we are planning a 3-month vacation? Guess what? You can be part of it. These people are, our next vacation is in the next 3 months. Guess what? You can be part of this vacation. This is what you need to do. Just give them the code to join the meeting. Give them the code to join the meeting. Do not allow anybody miss this meeting. Just give them the code. Let them join the meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all of you. I leave you with the blessings of God. I want you to know that this is your best month yet. This is your best month in your business. Go begin to prospect like never before. I have made up my mind this month. I will recruit, look at my questionnaires. I've been sharing questionnaires. Already. I have some I have been sharing. I am on the field. See, I have requirements I must hit too. I have targets I must hit. So I am on the field. Twice every week, I am on the field. I dress to my best. When going to share questionnaire, you need to see me as if I'm going to church. I dress to my best. So when I'm giving the questionnaire, you look at me up and down, you collect it and feel it. Are you getting me? That is it. So dress to your best. I want you to know that something amazing is happening. Something amazing is going to happen tomorrow. Do not miss the training. I want to appreciate all of you that waited to the end. May God honor you. May God bless you. May God increase you. May God cause his face to shine upon you. You will not labor for sorrow. You will continue to grow from strength to strength. I don't care where you are listening to me from. I pray upon you and your business and your family. You shall not be handicapped. You shall not be stuck in this business. You will expand. You will not only expand in Nigeria, you will expand beyond Nigeria. Abundance is real. There is so much for everybody. In this business, we shall continue to grow from strength to strength. We shall not beg. We shall not struggle. Any challenge that come our way, we shall overcome. We are overcomers. Keep growing. Keep soaring. I love you all. I love you all, my leaders. I love you all. Keep moving forward. Guess what? Please, let's get set. Any meeting we see, ensure you are part of it. I pray for God's focus upon you. Every day I pray for you people. I will continue to pray for you people. Every day I support you. I will continue to support you. Please work with your leaders in your offices. And guess what? By the grace of God, the sky is our starting point. God bless you and have a blessed day. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. Just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time, but darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, or listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. Still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Well, darling, just hold my hand. Be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Between home.